Grace and peace, my brothers. Grace and peace. I hope all is beautiful in your world, baby. Man, it's been on my heart, especially since I've been on this journey. We'll just say on this journey, because the reason why I'm gonna just say on this journey is because there's going to be women that's gonna be watching this particular clip. You know what I'm saying? So don't be surprised if, as you come across these posts, because I'm gonna put men only, but you already know how it is. You know what I'm saying? These SR journeys, baby. You heard, man. So within the SR journey, gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk soul ties, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because in these soul ties, well, in this SR journey, I hear they got a lot of cats that's talking about a lot of good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, me personally, I like to add some points that I think that, you know what I'm saying, that's not being spoken of. You know what I'm saying? Now, the soul tie. If you think about it, as you're on this SR journey, you start to get different downloads. Within those downloads, it's all about understanding the download. Now, every one of us, you know, I say it like this, we're all in the same world, but we're not in the same world. You got that understanding, because you're starting to feel that aura building day by day. You know what I'm saying? The soul tie of thinking, I'll say that. Let's go with the soul tie of thinking, because when you hear soul ties, you only think of man having sex with woman, and no, let's go with the soul tie of thinking. Watch this. Every time you've met a brand new woman, before you seen this clip, after you'll see this clip, or if it happens today, you heard me? Watch this. At whatever point that you come across this particular message, every woman that we've ever conquered, we'll say that, there was a situation that was taking place that we overlooked. The reason why we overlooked it was because we were only taught to provide and protect. Provide and protect. But in the midst of that, if you think about it, every woman that you've encountered told you about her ex. Okay? Now, as you listen to that, because of course that's the downfall. They want to tell us about their ex to strategically give us the code unknowingly on how to crack the particular code, if you understand where I'm coming from. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want y'all to peep game. The individual that she's telling you about, if you're weak-minded, what you're going to do is you're going to have ill feelings on behalf of that character that's in her story. But strategically, what she's telling you is who she still have a soul tie to. Now, that soul tie, my brother, it don't have nothing to do with you, because at the same time, you're about to learn today that you got soul ties too. So it really isn't a situation in this particular life as considered as single. You can only claim single when you're doing your taxes. Or you can only claim single whenever you're holding conversation with somebody. Or if you get to the point, I'm single, I'm not married. Or I'm single and I have kids. Think about it. There's nobody that's actually single within this movie that we're living. Because as long as they have had sex before, that means you're now, think about it, not only you're now dealing with the soul tie, but let's say you meet a young lady that tells you, yeah, I got a baby daddy, I got 2 baby daddy, I got 3 baby daddy, whatever the situation is, you start to think, Okay, now I got to deal with 3 men, 2 other men, another man. Then you start to be like, I don't know if I'm really, I'm gonna just, crack the code and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? That's how we that's how we did. That's how we operated. Now, mind you, fellas, there's those alpha males, and then there's the beta males, or whatever you choose to call it, and the yes men. How many times have you failed for that? How many times have you gotten to situations? They got some cats, they get killed behind that. You know what I'm saying? Over a woman telling some other dude, some goon, you heard me, man, look, this is what he did. Think about it, fellas. What is the soul tie of the thought? Not one time did you think, man, maybe they still, they still getting it in. Not one time did you think, what was her role in that particular scene in her movie? Because you got to understand, these are just movies that we're interacting with, because your life is a movie. Now, in that movie, you give extras the opportunity to speak in your scene. Okay? So think about that. You giving extras opportunities to speak, have a line or two, or maybe a season within your movie. So if you continue to listen to everything that they're telling you, then yeah, you're going to end up, having be a lot of days in this SR, and then you fall for the temptation of the succubus or whatever the deal is. But within that temptation, you have to understand that the soul tie of thought, until you build that, because there's a lot of different things as men that we can build in this particular journey. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. It don't matter where you at on your SR journey. This can be day one. They had one cat that said, he said it perfectly. Treat every day like day one. Stop checking out your numbers. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I done did it for this. Because all that's going to do is, when you're holding conversation with somebody, that's going to make you tell them, oh, I'm on day such and such of SR. What is the benefit of that? You heard me? What is the benefit? Especially if you're benefited, because they got a cat that I came across. Cool dude, man. He a Gemini too. You heard me? I don't want to say his name because I don't name drop like that. But you finding these different gentlemen that's speaking a word into you during this particular journey, but at the same time, the timeline. It's been 2 years ago, a year ago, 2 months ago. And then the latest, oh man, I wanted, I end up, I end up falling to, into the, straddling the fence, you heard, man? And I didn't want to come out and introduce myself. I'm going to bring myself back to y'all because I was feeling down. My brother, no, don't feel down. We need to hear from you. You heard, man? It don't matter what you got going on, you heard, man? Because at the same time, we here to help each other, baby. But when it comes to the intellectual side, you know what I'm saying? We need that. You heard me? That's why I was thinking, I'm like, man, what them intellectual cats at, man? I say, you know what? I'm going to come down and I'm going to make a video right quick, because it's all about the stuff that they not talking about. I know about certain things that they not talking about that I can bring to life. So sit there and think about it. It's chances are you probably beat a dude down. You probably pull up at the ball mama house. You know what I'm saying? You probably expose them in front of other women. And think about it like this also, fellas. If you're only going on what the women saying, then when you going to have your own mind? Because you got to also think about this. Let me give you another example. It's a chance that one of your sisters is a narcissist. And all your life, you've been strategically being aggressive with other men on the strength of not understanding what the spirit of your sibling is. Or maybe, I can say sister, because I know I'm talking to the men here. Now, if I was on the other side talking to the women, I'd say, your brother. But really think about it. What is the soul tie to your thoughts? Because now y'all grown. You heard me? And you can't see her for what she is because that's you, that's your little queen, that's your little princess, all this other stuff. So you put yourself in situations on behalf of the soul tie of thoughts that you're walking around with on a day-to-day basis. Just like, for instance, I got another one for you. When you sit back and you think about the certain things that I'm saying, because I'm going to have more videos. If y'all get into these comments, let me know what the situation is. Let me know what you're going through. I'm giving you my life experiences. You heard me? We all have some experiences. But at the same time, a lot of people don't think that their movie has any type of, interest of others. Now, the reason why I started making these clips is because I called my homeboys. I told them I was about to get on this SR journey, and nobody called me back. You heard me? So I need me some fresh brothers. Some brothers that's going to those the incline. You know what I'm saying? They say that you can't never be the wolf that's on top of the hill. Always be the wolf climbing the hill. You heard me? So check this. Until you educate yourself on certain things, there's going to be a lot that you're going to miss out in this life. Think about it. You might be a brother that went dead time to the point to where your life timeline changed on behalf of you supporting a soul-tied thought. They got some good brothers that's sitting there locked up these days on behalf of, I heard a story one time that it blew my mind. It was a guy that had just robbed a store, a convenience store or something like that. And he ended up getting like 22 years or something like that. And once he got into the prison or whatever, OG came up to him and asked him, he said, how long was your sentence? And he was like, what you mean? They gave me 22 years. He said, nah, how long was your sentence? So they went and they read the actual paper. The dude got to the store at like 10:32 that night and got captured at about 10:42. Or let's say by 7 minutes, whatever it was, by 7 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever the deal is. So for 7 to 10 minutes of his movie, he tried this and found himself in jail or in prison for 22 years. Think about it. In a 10-year span, you were there back in the day, 10 years, you was watching Korn, like them boys said. You watching Korn for 10 minutes. Me personally, I was one of them types that it had to have a storyline. If there's no storyline, I wouldn't be interested in that one. You heard, man? But some cats, they just like shit, just going straight to the action. Yeah, bang, you know what I'm saying? So that's what helped accumulate you not being able to last long. You heard me? To the point to where even when you would actually get the activity, you just ready to go straight to it. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying, forward play or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all cats, y'all can't grow no beards. I hear y'all stuff is all patchy. Put your face in it. You heard me? But anyway, we're not trying to talk about that. The moral to it is, what is your soul tie thought, baby? Because your soul tie of thoughts is what's keeping you weak. If you coming onto this journey, sitting up there worrying about what them other women doing, think about it like this. You worrying about what somebody doing that you ain't got no kids with. You heard me? But some people have different situations. You know what I'm saying? You sitting up there with a woman that you got some children with, but you know what I'm saying, you have an interest in a little something, you know what I'm saying, that you met at the store, you know what I'm saying, or something at work, you heard, man, whatever, she understand the situation. So shit, you cool with the situation too. But nah, you lived that life already. It's time to live a different life. You can't just be a yes man to that, to the corn. You know what I'm saying? Or the yes man of just, doing it yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's more to you than the eye can see, brother. You know what I'm saying? They got so much more that I want to talk to y'all about. Man, I'm already at the 15-minute mark, and I know how, when it comes to us, you know what I'm saying, that attention span be off, especially if, we feel already fed. Because, hey, every one of my messages, think about it like this. Treat it just like church. They got one pastor. They got one message, and they spread it out over the multitude. It depends on what part of this you needed, and I gave you 15 minutes. I hope this thing helps somebody, man, because there's so much more I want to talk to y'all about. You heard, man? Everybody else that's out here doing it, my brothers, y'all keep doing it, man. Y'all stay strong. And let's create as a community of this, baby. You know what I'm saying? We gonna stand strong. It don't matter where we at. You heard, man? I found out I got some people out there in Pakistan that's watching me on my my Facebook and Instagram. On my Facebook and Instagram, man, you want to find me? Well, on YouTube is the reason why I'm speaking to the men, because on those platforms, like, my trajectory is just is female based. I got a couple cats that's following me over there or whatever the deal is, but them them soul tied thoughts. We don't think the same, so we don't have these particular conversations. But anyway, man, Instagram, I am _ Tommy Durrell. Same thing like on this one. And then on Facebook, Tommy Durrell. Reach out to me, man. Jump in the DMs, baby. Let's talk about it. You heard me? Hey, grace and peace, man. God bless you and your family.